Marissa, are you here yet?
Mm-hmm.
What are you wearing today?
So I'm actually wearing a blue blazer and jeans.
Oh. Me too.
Guess we didn't coordinate that one
Guess
too well.
we didn't. We normally do.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Oh, okay. Apparently I missed the memo of a blue blazer and jean day, so thanks. I'll be right back.
All right.
Welcome to episode 28, everybody.
Daddy, look, a giraffe. I can't believe we can walk through the castle.
It starts with a spark, alive in our hearts, a chance to build your legacy. To go to magical places with smiling faces and value and trust you can see. When it's buying or selling, renting or lending, there's a wonderful dwelling with wishes unending. You'll save a lot when you believe. So go with the team who will achieve your dream. Enter the world of DVC.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now entering the world of DVC, the ultimate DVC destination where magical vacations meet incredible value through exceptional service. Put in your headphones, turn the volume up, sit back, relax, and step into the world of DVC.
Just wish on a star. Enter the world of DVC.
I don't know how this show's going to be because I tell you,
I know.
I already said we had so many different conversations, starting with, of course, the wardrobe, what everyone is wearing today. Kerri and Marissa didn't obviously talk to each other beforehand, so all I hear is just this laughing in the office when they're both like, "Oh my God, what do you wear? We're wearing the same thing."
We've synced up officially. Finally. We normally text each other.
We do.
Sometimes and be like, what are you wearing? What color? This, and that.
Well, then we got really what is it? Arrogant? Is
Complacent?
that the word? No. We got to this place where we felt like we had it and we didn't even need to check in.
Yeah, we were
anymore, 'cause,
sassy about it.
Our
Confident.
outfit, confident, not arrogant.
Confident, yeah. No one's arrogant at this table, Marissa. But yeah, because we'd compliment each other. Like I'd wear blue, you'd wear pink,
Yeah, and
you'd
it
wear
just worked.
Like
So
it
we were
always worked.
no need to check anymore.
And no one
Clearly.
cares what I wear.
We are like
one
a beautiful bruise with
person-
you in black.
Yeah.
Yes.
So welcome, everybody, to
Yeah.
the impeccably dressed episode number 28 of the World of DVC show. We can't believe it. Kerri just said she was showing in her training because she organizes all the training for the World of DVC company. And she says, I just put on, and I was showing our new employees episode number 6. And she's like, my God, we were like babies.
We were little babies back then. It was the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Yeah, it was the number 6.
Still one of my favorite episodes.
I know, mine too. Yep.
Well, I think this one's going to be my favorite.
Shortest episode ever, you said, right?
We said, so we're just teeing this up because we have no special guests. It's just us, and we're just going to talk about the market. We're going to talk about all different aspects of the World of DVC company. And I said, and Jeff laughed when I said, I think because we have no special guests, we're going to be done in like 35 to 40 minutes. And he just laughed maniacally and said, no, that's not how it works. It's not how it works.
But I think that the reason that we really wanted to do this, especially for you, our audience, is we know it's a crazy time of year.
Yes.
It is back to school and the end of summer and the start of planning for holiday season or even spring break. We're coming up to the 7-month booking window for spring break, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So what we wanted to do is kind of give you all the cliff notes or the snapshot of everything going on. We have a ton of deals that we don't normally have at World of DVC with all of our companies. So we wanted to kind of get the chance to really highlight all of those for you. So we wanted to make this a quick, easy show. You can turn it on while you're getting all the kids ready for back to school and figure out all of the incredible specials that are going on
while
around.
you're putting on your blazer.
Right, absolutely.
Your matching blazer.
You're standing in your closet going, this'll do.
Degrees.
Your arrogant blazer.
Calm
confident blue blazer.
So yes, this really will be fun. It's going to be super informative, and like she said, it's kind of the Cliff Note version of everything awesome that's going on at this company, because it just every day I get more and more proud because there's so much stuff coming out. I'm like, oh my God, we're doing that.
Yeah,
we're doing this. So yeah, I
think the innovation is so cool too. Like we try to give back to the guests and members something really unique, really different that you can't get anywhere else.
No, and we'd be a super successful company, all these parts, if they just did what their one job was, right? So if we just sold points at the DVC resale market, if
or rental
points. Store just rented points, or Monera just financed, but there's all these different layers of all this bonus stuff that's coming out on top of it, which is great. So we can't wait to talk about that. First, we're just going to go around the table quickly on our latest Disney experiences. And so for those folks that are not here, and I know in many parts of the country it literally is like 200 degrees. Florida, it is absolutely no exception.
It's the worst time of the year.
It's the worst time of the year to be here. But we went with a friend of ours that's staying in town. We went last Friday and went to Epcot. So he has not been in probably 10 years, I think.
Was that the opening of Food and Wine Festival?
Yeah, it was the weekend after.
Okay,
so it was Friday.
So it had been... Because you didn't hit the crazy opening crowd. Okay.
I said, so we're going to go in the morning. Yeah. You know, like we got there about right at like 9 a.m.
Okay.
Had a great parking spot because I said, we're just going to go because on Friday, Saturdays, Sundays, towards the night with all the locals here, it tends to be a little bit kind of crazy. So we said, let's keep the crazy to a minimum and let's just pound out a couple of rides. So we did Spaceship Earth, of course, and we did Soarin', and we've got all this stuff done. Nemo, of course, which it actually takes, I think, longer to walk through the queue.
I know, the queue line is so long. It's so
than
cute,
the actual ride. But
yeah,
it was super cute. But the culmination of that day was, of course, walking around the countries for food and wine. But we did the Mission Space restaurant, Space 220,
right?
My wife was able to snag a reservation that she said was very hard to find, so we found it at like 11:30. We said, perfect.
Is that, because I remember when it came out, there was a lot of talk about it, but it's kind of fallen off my radar.
Yeah.
Is it in the Mission Space?
It's like literally located right next to it.
Right next to it.
It's part of that same complex.
Okay.
Like you still have
and it's a set menu, right?
It's a set lunch menu. Okay. So I think it was like $55 where you pick one appetizer, one entree, but no dessert. So really you just get two things because dinner is $25 more than that. But
and you get dessert.
Yeah, my Cliff Note version of it was I hated it. And I texted them and I said, we just finished the lunch at Space 220. I said, I couldn't even finish.
What did you eat?
My food. It was a steak. So it was like a skirt steak with chimichurri sauce. Chimichurri sauce.
Sounds like you're slipping into Mary Poppins.
Well, you had a truffle for the first time at the Top of the World Lounge.
Yeah, exactly. But I just didn't like it. The appetizers were fine. It was, calamari. My wife had a burrata that was actually really good. So that was good.
I don't think you can fail burrata. No. It's hard to fail burrata.
And we started off so positive because when you walk into it, it's really, really cool.
It's a cool experience,
kind of one of those things where you walk in the main room outside of the elevator, kind of shoots you up into space, and you walk in and see this huge room, and it's like, wow, this is great. And then the appetizers were really good. The service was incredible. But then the entree came, and I just sat there, and my kids kept looking like, Dad, are you not going to finish your steak? And I was like, no, I just don't like it. Like, it makes me sad. So,
in comparison to hot jackfruit, where would it rate on that?
Yeah, I honestly think I would eat the jackfruit before I ate this again. It was a great experience, but it is an absolute one and done for me. So,
did you try any of the food and wine booths?
Yeah, I tried some beer.
Okay. You didn't try the pickled milkshake?
No.
Oh, that's the hottest thing out there.
Yeah,
the pickled milkshake.
That we saw the line for it.
I saw Paul Krieger tried it.
Yeah.
Paul Krieger tried it. He said he liked it.
I've heard it's very much just tastes like a milkshake with like a dash of dill.
Okay.
So I don't know how much pickle is in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds horrible. But again, Disney doesn't care because everybody's buying them.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't care if you take one sip, Instagram the heck out of it, and then put the rest in the trash. They don't care.
We should go get a pickled milkshake.
We should have brought them today.
We should have, yeah. I'd like to try it.
Put them in your mug.
But food and wine was fun?
Jug.
Yeah, jug.
Water jug.
Yeah. No, it was very, very fun. My tip is always just try to go earlier. Like,
Yeah,
you know, because the
definitely.
countries open up around 11. So I think all the booths open up right at 11.
Right.
We were there till probably 3, but there was no wait for any of the
Oh, that's
booths at all, which
perfect, yeah.
you can get there on the weekend. And it's crazy, like 15, 20, 30-minute waits for some of the booths and stuff. But yeah, it was great.
Did you know that I was on the opening team of Food and Wine Festival?
Yeah, we talked about it on.
Did we talk about it? Am I having a memory lapse?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Oh, sorry. It must be my jug of water.
You wrote it down here. Remind everyone I created Food and
I
Wine.
did not create
It was,
wine.
you know, when we
I was
talked
an
about it was when
intern.
we had Stephen Amos on.
Oh,
from
yes,
Give
yes,
Kids
yes,
the
yes,
World.
yes.
right.
I just marvel at it because things were like $1.50,
That's so
$2.
crazy.
Like you could go there with $30 and like experience everything. Now $30 is one drink and one
Yeah.
like
It
thing.
was.
But,
And
yeah.
they used to, because I remember that too. You used to be able to go and they would serve you normal size beers. Like the beer
Yeah,
part is
right,
just the
right,
cool
right.
part. For me, I love beer. So it's like you go around and they used to give you the normal sized beers, like for that, for
Yeah.
not even expensive or anything else. Now it's, you know, $6 and you get like a thimble of beer along with it. But yeah, how the
commemorative
times have changed.
Yeah, but it's still great.
And you
Food
ate
and wine is
in Epcot, right?
Yes. So I went to Epcot, a couple weeks ago, and ate at the Coral Reef. No one ever talks about the Coral Reef. Myself either. You said it's the saddest restaurant. It is kind of sad. It's,
The entrance is sad. Like
Yeah,
when I was
it's-
walking by
it's
to
just
go on Spaceship
dark.
Earth, it's just dark and it's just
Yeah.
kind of concretey and.
but the
depressing.
cast members will make it
of course.
light up for
Of
you.
course.
And, it's very relaxing. I think that's why it's probably not the place to go for like a celebration or anything. If you just want like a
Right.
quiet dinner, because you've got this, the aquarium right there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was not looking forward to Coral Reef because I've been there,
Right.
Years and years ago. I loved it.
I've
I
never eaten
absolutely
there.
loved it. I would go back. I forget what was the appetizer. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a complete blank. Anyway, we did have an appetizer.
Fish?
I think it was like a shrimp or lobster dip, almost like an artichoke dip, and that was really good. I didn't have a whole lot of that, but my dish was the shrimp and grits.
Oh.
But the grits came out like a polenta cake almost, and she warned us on that. Our server was phenomenal, and she was like, "It's not the regular like grits that are like kind of soupy a little bit. It's different. So are you going to be okay with that?" And we were like, "Sure." It was so good. The service, the food, the ambiance, it was all really great.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like a huge Coral Reef person
It
now.
kind of looks like the space restaurant, kind of, right? Where
A
like,
little
you
bit.
walk in
I
and
haven't
it's got
been
the
to
whole
space,
wall.
but yeah, it's
Right.
dark. Yeah, it's definitely dark. But because the show is the
Right.
aquarium and everything.
Yeah.
It was great. And then we went over and we did a sneak peek of the Moana river walk area.
You did?
We did. I can't show any pictures of it because we are under like lock and key for it because it was like a pre-show to a pre-show to a
Yeah.
pre-show. I didn't know that. I thought this was a cast.
You had to wear
member.
like blindfolds.
Yeah, like seriously. I thought it was a cast event. So I was like, oh, cool. Like we can take pictures and I'll show it on the show and everything. But they were like, no, this is like Imagineers. And my friend is a legacy recipient.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I think that's how I was the guest. I was a +1.
Nice.
You were an ambassador. How
Yeah,
are you
but
not
that
invited
doesn't
to
matter.
everything?
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
no,
like
no.
that trumps everything.
Yeah, no, you'd be surprised. No, there was no invitation unless it got lost in the mail, but I don't know. But it was really great. So the new Moana is right in front of like where the fountain stage used to be and the big
Right.
fountain and everything. And it's going to be gorgeous. It really is. We saw half of it, and
I can
really
see
can't-
all the trees like behind the
Yeah, you can
construction
see
walls.
it.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, I've only seen like the renderings of it, but I said to my wife as we're walking through, I said, I know this is just going to be basically a walk-through attraction, but I said it's got to be better
very
than just the
interactive.
big concrete,
Yeah.
wide open spaces that
Yeah.
used to be there before. So if
Yeah.
it's going to add some trees and some prettiness and stuff.
It
I'm
is.
all
It's
for
going
it.
to add.
It's
I
not a
think
ride.
It's not an attraction like a ride, but it is a place for. I think it's going to be great for the little ones
Mm-hmm.
because it's a lot of water and it's a lot of interaction, and it's of course it's heavily story themed with Moana. I saw Moana one time, so I don't know the whole. I wasn't a huge Moana fan. I know, I'm sorry. Space 220, Moana. We're off to a positive start this show. But so I wasn't a huge Moana fan. I like Moana, but that wasn't my favorite one. But like you can see the nods to it and the storytelling of it. It's going to be phenomenal. It's a great addition.
Nice.
Yeah, so did that. I think that's about it.
And you had a great meal.
Yeah, well, funny enough, I actually, in spirit of Epcot, I had 2 reservations to go to Epcot on Thursday and Friday and never made it there. We had other things come up. And so I felt bad because my son had been like ready to go to Disney the last couple of
Yeah.
times. So I was like, okay, I've got to do something fun. So I woke up, when was this? Friday morning. I woke up Saturday morning. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll try to see if I can get him like a character dining. Backstory. He woke up last week and told me that he no longer likes Mickey Mouse. I was like,
I'm sorry.
So that, you can't do that in this household. I said,
The show just went off the rails.
What? Mickey Mouse is like, him and Walt Disney are the creators of Disney
Yes.
and
Happiness
Magic Kingdom and Walt
magic.
Disney World. So
Yes.
you can't go to like Disney anymore and not like Mickey. So that's not a thing. Like I tried to explain to him, like it's not negotiable.
Right.
You must love Mickey forever.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was like,
You could put Santa on your list at some point, but not Mickey
not
Mouse.
Mickey.
No,
he
no.
lives
off
forever
limits.
in our hearts.
Yes.
Number one.
Yes.
And I think it was kind of like he's trying to let us know that he's too cool for different
That's of
shows.
course.
Yeah.
And so he loved
Yes.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And so he was like, I don't want to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse anymore. So it was this whole, he's going into first grade this week. And so I think it's just this whole mentality. So my mom, like, in her spirit was like, I'm going to take you to character dining. You will love Mickey Mouse. So I woke up at 8 a.m. And then by like 8:22, I was like, okay, I got to figure out if I can get a reservation somewhere for character dining today. Okay,
Good luck.
All right. Yeah. So I go on and unlock
You're
magic.
like, is there any Spider-Man character meals? Because he'd be all over that.
So I go on Unlock Magic, 8:22 a.m. Now, one thing, if you have been a member of Unlock Magic or if you're not, we just reinvented our whole dining tool
Yeah.
there. And so now, instead of getting alerts like every 20 minutes or so, the system will pull every couple of minutes.
Wow.
So it's instantaneous. So I was like, let me test this out. So 8:22, I put in my request. 8:24 a.m., I get a text that says Topolinos character breakfast
Oh my
on a
gosh.
Saturday morning
Oh my
is
gosh.
available at 10:25. And I was like,
perfect.
We've got 2 hours to
Yeah.
get ready. We'll get up, get ready. And I called my husband. I was like, you good for Topolinos? He's like, I was like, because I already booked it. So we're going.
We're going.
So we went. It was wonderful. I've never done the character breakfast there.
Yeah.
And
And
I
dinner's
do prefer
so good
the
there.
dinner.
Dinner's
the dinner's so good. And so I think
yeah.
like breakfast, I was like, I'm compromising a little bit for the same price. But the character interactions were incredible. We had such a good time. My son loved Mickey Mouse.
Okay, good.
And I will
happy
tell you,
ending,
on my
thank
way
God.
here this morning,
God.
because he's not back in school yet, and he
Yeah.
doesn't have camp this week, so he's watching a little more TV than usual. So I'm heading out the door, and I look, and he's got Mickey Mouse Clubhouse on TV. and
Oh,
See?
yay, you did it.
brought the magic
Oh, my
back.
gosh.
Great story. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, I like Topolinos is probably one of my favorites for
Yeah.
dinner.
I've
Yeah.
never
We
been
rode
there.
the
It's
Skyliner
good.
after. We always do that.
So
we went
fun.
and played like by the pool area. We like to play the life-size chess. We
Yeah.
make a whole day out of Riviera.
I love
we love
Riviera.
it there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. See,
what a
we
fun.
do-
See,
we
did
do
some
love
stuff.
love some things at Disney. We love a lot of things at Disney. Just
Right. Hey, we're here to give you our honest, personal opinions. So if someone out there went to Space 220 and said,
Right.
Derek, you are out of your mind. It was the best meal that we've ever had. Let me know.
Yeah.
Tell me. Maybe I missed something.
Maybe you just needed to order something different.
Yeah, maybe.
Because is it considered a steakhouse?
No.
Okay.
No.
So maybe that's why.
No.
Okay.
let's keep this thing- no.
Nice try, Kerri.
No.
Trying.
Nice try, Miss Ambassador.
Well,
Sorry.
I will say, with everything going on, like we had mentioned, we have so many different things
Yeah.
going on with each of the companies. But one thing we wanted to do, based on a lot of feedback we've gotten, is really showcase just kind of like the economics of DVC.
Right.
And we know a lot of you all at home have questions. And whether that is, what's the best use year to buy? Or what resort do I break even on faster? Or is it better to rent points versus become a DVC member? Or even direct versus resale, right? And so what we wanted to do is kind of do almost like a game show type of show next month where we just answer all of those like hard economical questions.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring on a whole panel. So we're going to bring on a bunch of people from our team.
So fun.
And we're going to ask them basically what their answers would be, and we'll put them to the test. And
Yeah.
there's not going to be a perfect answer,
Right.
but I would love for our audience to be able to have kind of those answers from different people's opinions.
Yeah.
So join us next month for that. But we would love you all to participate, and we would love to answer any specific questions you have. So if you have hard to answer DVC questions or economic questions, or even just booking Disney, right? Like, when's the best time to get the best deal on a Disney cruise? Ask that in the comments, and we will do our very best to answer as many of those on the show next month as possible.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great panel.
So on this YouTube video, make sure you like it, make sure you subscribe, and put in the comments, make sure, let us know those questions, because basically next month's show is up to you. So we need need questions. So yeah, don't be afraid. Let us know your questions that you have for that. So I think with that, how about we take a little trip around the world of DVC? Should we do that?
Yeah, well, before we do that, I wanted to let everybody know what the winner of
we have
last
our
month's
winner.
show is. We do have our winner of that really fun Anna Maria Monopoly board game. So that is Caitlin Tekken. So Caitlin, you are our winner. We'll be sending you an email on the
Congratulations,
next
Caitlin.
steps and sending that prize out to you. And then for this month, again, like Derek said, make sure you're participating, whether that is liking, subscribing, thumbs up, and make sure you leave a question about DVC in the comments. And we are going to go back to the most beloved prize, which is our Disney gift card. So $100 Disney gift card, and we will be sending that out to one lucky winner next month.
Great for food and wine, great for Flower and Garden, anything like that.
Food and wine, that's one appetizer and one beer.
No, it's not.
Stop.
Or lunch for two at Space 220.
That's true.
Tell them Derek sent you.
Yeah. Order the steak.
Chimichangas
Chimichanga sauce.
sauce.
All right. So
All right, now we can go into
around the world.
Around the world of DVC.
Yes, now around the world.
Around the world of DVC.
Yeah.
I will start with the DVC Resale Market, where it's been absolutely fantastic. So many great new folks, buying and selling their Disney Vacation Club membership. Now, two things that I'm going to touch on. There's still no ROFR, so there is still no right of first refusal. There has still been a total of just 4 contracts bought back in all of 2023, which is
Out of almost 3,000 sold.
it's insane. Absolutely unprecedented. Wow. So it is the perfect storm. Every day I get to tell people, and they'll ask me and say, so do you think I got a good deal? And I tell them, not only did you get a great deal with your price per point, but you can sleep at night.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to worry, because I can tell you, if you bought this contract that you're buying now, this time last year, it would probably have a 30 to 40% chance of being bought back by Disney. So right now, it is the perfect storm of amazing deals, great prices, no ROFR, and we have our red hot deal. I feel like I should have like a sizzling noise. Jeff, can you add that? Like a we have a red hot deal promotion that we launched on July the 15th that has been absolutely crazy. I mean, we have sold well over 100 of these listings. What's so special?
We started in February.
Yep.
It's kind of like a Valentine's, like red hot deal. And it went crazy. Like, we sold them all out to where we couldn't even come up with enough contracts. And so we decided to bring it back one more time this year.
By popular demand.
And they are going, to your point.
Well, they're going so quick because they're literally priced at 10% below the current market value for those contracts. So if it says red hot deal on them, what's great, buyers and sellers love it. There's no negotiation.
Yep.
So there's no haggle-free pricing. So it's people will see a listing listed at XXX. It says red hot deal. They click on it. They buy it. The contract is theirs. So get them while you can. We sell them every single day, and we keep trying to get more and more. But the promotion officially runs all the way through August the 31st. So those two things make it an awesome time at the DVC Resale Market.
And one thing I will say, if you are shopping those deals, and I know many of you love to be on the website every single day, but if you don't, you can sign up for the newsletter. So if you go to dvcresalemarket.com, down below, just put in your name and your email, and then every morning at 9 a.m., we'll send you the latest deals that are going on. And you can also go over to the App Store and download our app, and then you'll get a push notification anytime one of those red hot deals is listed. So those are really great ways where you don't have to kind of sit and stalk the website, where you can get notified right away. And we're seeing that a lot with people for these red hot deals, because as soon as they pop up, they're sold within minutes later. So if that's what you're looking for, and again, it's that peace of mind of knowing not only can you get 10% below market, but 99.9% chance you're going to pass right of first refusal as well.
Right. It's
Awesome.
perfect.
Yeah.
What about things over at the DVC rental store?
Rental store does not have red hot deals, but they are doing some red hot things over there at the rental store. It's really, really crazy. I know. Nice.
Did you
segue.
write that, your segue?
I just did. I just came up with that myself. See, red hot thinking on the fly. On the flip side, if you are looking to rent out Disney points at our open listing from 0 to 7 months, you're going to pay $19 a point for any reservation. So anything that you're looking for, say for like the fall, say something is 10 points a night at $19 a point, guys, that's going to be $190 per night.
Wow.
I know.
Well, that's
pretty
what's crazy,
right?
Is a lot of these rooms, when you run the numbers, you're
it's
65 to 75% off
Absolutely.
Disney's rack rate.
Yep.
Plus, if you take like 0 to 7 months, you're talking fall.
Yep.
Christmas time,
New Year's.
Yep. And then you go into you're at the peak of spring break too.
And the marathons,
Yep.
Valentine's Day, all of that. You're going into this really great time in that 0 to 7 months. So at $19 a point, you can't beat it.
And this was almost to the flip side, kind of like Red Hot Deals, where
Yeah.
Rental Store said, hey, let's try out this special
Right.
at $19 per point. And they tried it out, and then so many people are taking advantage of it. They keep on continuing it. I'm not
Yeah.
sure how long, though, because
Right.
Yeah.
the way Rental Store works is typically as we get into kind of that fall holiday season, really is their busy season.
Right.
So I don't know how much longer they're going to want to keep that $19 per point if the demand grows so
Right.
much.
It is
so if
limited.
you are looking
Yeah.
and want to rent points, whether you're not a DVC member and you want to try before you buy, or if you're a DVC member and you have used all your points and you still need a
I know.
vacation more.
You're
and
looking
you
right
don't
at
wanna
me.
add- yeah, I know.
Right?
Derek, who's always in a deficit.
Yeah. But it's such a great way. And I was a DVC guide as well, so I didn't really need to try before I bought, but I rented out DVC points through the rental store too when I first started with the company, because I was I want to experience it. And it was the easiest thing to do when we stayed at the Grand Floridian. And I know I get a lot of questions sometimes from people that will say, when I check in at the front desk, are they going to know?
Yeah.
Are they going to ask me who the member is, or who am I?
Right,
And they don't. It was my name. It was my address. It was she had no idea that I had
Treated
rented
no
these points.
differently.
Treated no
None.
differently.
Well-
And so it's a very seamless experience. And then on the flip side with the rental store team, they are just so efficient at what they do
Yeah.
in helping you find what you want and getting it booked and getting with the member. It's really a very seamless experience for that. Like Marissa said, 65 to 75% off.
Yeah. And to your point, even about kind of we don't necessarily need to rent points for the try before you buy.
Right.
But on the flip side of being a DVC member, I have just enough points to do kind of what my family wants to do for vacationing. However, whenever I have family in town or we want to do something with friends, then my points are never enough.
Right.
And I'm not quite at that point where I'm adding on. I probably should. But to leverage that, I use the rental store all the time.
Yep.
We just used them for Vero Beach for a friend. We used them for Animal Kingdom. So whenever I have family in town and we want to add that extra room, that's really been the best way to do it.
It is. It's really such a great savings. So consider DVCRentalStore.com.
Speaking of DVC Rental Store, we talked a lot about swapping your points.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
last month we went into all of the details, and not only did we tell you the details on swapping points, we took you on those vacations, which was pretty spectacular.
Yeah, I didn't go to the beach house.
Oh, Derek.
We missed you.
Sure. But we have Ellie, who is our swap coordinator,
Right.
and her whole role is to help members swap out their points and do really incredible vacations, but save on points too. And so what we've asked Ellie to do is showcase her swap of the month each month. So we've got a lot of fun stuff happening with Universal Studios, which we'll tell you about in a little bit. But Ellie's going to hop on and tell us her Universal swap of the month.
Hey everyone, it's Ellie from DVC Rental Store, and this month, our swap of the month is our Universal Orlando Resort swap. Yes, you can swap your points for a Universal Orlando Resort vacation. Universal Orlando is home to two incredible theme parks, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, an amazing water park, Universal's Volcano Bay, and an entertainment and dining complex called City Walk. When you stay at Universal Orlando Resort, your family's vacation is sure to be an epic adventure as you become completely immersed in the world of movies and entertainment, featuring dinosaurs, superheroes, and wizards, just to name a few. Guests are already making their plans to visit during Halloween time, as the very popular Halloween Horror Nights will be making its return in September and October. But now is really the time to be thinking about what you want to do for the holiday season. And I'm sure we'll be hearing more exciting news about the holiday season at Universal very soon. And with 8 hotels on property to choose from, you'll stay close to all the fun and excitement. Did you know when you stay at a premier resort at Universal Orlando, each guest in your party receives free unlimited express pass? That means you can skip the regular lines at most rides and attractions on your park days. Visit DVCRentalStore.com to check out all of our amazing swap programs and begin booking your next adventure today.
Great job, Ellie. Thank you so much. And speaking of Universal, we are an authorized retailer for tickets at Universal. So you're going to get the lowest price on Universal tickets and Disney tickets as well, only through Unlocked Magic. So make sure that you subscribe to Unlocked Magic and make sure that you do the 1 year, right? Because the 1 year is going to be the best savings for you. You're going to get 30% off when you click the 1 year savings for Unlocked Magic. So once you sign up, then you're going to get a $15 Disney gift card as well with Unlocked Magic.
Sweet.
Yeah, lots of fun things in Unlocked Magic as well.
And this all happened just a couple weeks ago. So we've had this relationship with Universal where we've let members swap out their points. So that's what Ellie was talking about. But the relationship to sell the tickets, we just got authorized for that, which is super, super exciting.
Yeah.
So now as a Disney guest, if you're saying, hey, I'm looking to add on Universal, the best place to do that is to become a member of Unlock Magic. So that's just unlockmagic.com. Again, to your point, sign up for the 1 year because really it's worth it in terms of the savings. Plus you get that gift card. But inside there, you'll see there's a whole section on discounts and perks. And so in addition to, like I was talking about, that dining reservation, right?
Yeah.
The reservation finder is the best dining reservation finder in the industry. So if you know you're going to be going to Disney in the next 12 months, make sure you're utilizing that, especially at that 60-day window. One quick tip on that too is you can actually sign up ahead of time. So if you want to have like all your ducks in a row and already put your reservation requests in, even if you are above the 60-day mark, you can do that, and then automatically at day 60 it takes
so amazing.
for you.
Yeah.
So my planners out there, you're gonna love that because you can set it and forget it, and then you're just gonna get those alerts as they come through, up until however long you want to keep that request in for. So that might be up until a couple days before.
Crazy.
The community of Unlocked Magic too is just it's growing, and it's so focused on the planners, on those people who say, I don't really know how to do Disney or I've not been to Universal Studios. But then we also do the other things like Unlocked the wardrobes. Once Upon a Wardrobe and Unlocked Animation with Jason Zucker once a month. So there's so many great things to kind of build out your Disney community in this safe space of Unlocked Magic.
Well, and speaking of wardrobes, the Unlocked Wardrobe team is actually going to be showcasing a whole Universal outfit set coming up in the next couple days. So again, we're kind of in Universal theme here. Well, especially with as we start to kind of turn the corner. My husband keeps wanting to go to the store and look for Halloween decorations. It's August like 6 today?
I'm ready to put my Christmas tree up.
Yeah, he's like, can we start shopping for Halloween? And I was like, it just feels it's too hot. Too hot. But we've got already Mickey's Not So Scary is happening at Walt Disney World. The Halloween decorations has turned over at Magic Kingdom. And of course, Halloween Horror Nights is coming.
Horror Nights is coming.
So,
Yeah, it's just, the year is going to be Halloween, Thanksgiving, the holidays, New Year's,
I can't believe
it's crazy.
So fast. So again, for all of your Universal needs, Disney needs, planning needs, and again, for that really awesome community, head on over, unlockmagic.com. And of course, lots of fun specials happening there. And then in terms of just, again, like we talked about, this summer specials that are going on with all of our companies, it's not just rental store and resale market. Monera is actually launching a couple really cool things happening, some right now and then some in the next month or so. So right now they have their low upfront costs. So essentially you can roll in about 99% of your closing costs. So if you want as little out of pocket as possible, we know a lot of times this is where families go, hey, should we become a DVC member for Christmas? And so if you don't know, most of the time in terms of closing on a DVC contract, you're talking like 45 to 55 days to close. So you're right in that sweet spot to be able to close on a contract and wrap that up under the tree for Christmas time. So if you're looking to kind of start to do that and you're saying, hey, but I don't want to put a ton down right now, well, with their low upfront cost, you can find contracts that, one, maybe you're not paying this year's dues, so you're not paying 2023 dues, and then being able to roll in the closing costs, you can finance on most of these contracts for less than $2,000 out of pocket.
Wow.
So,
I know.
yeah,
It's crazy.
I mean, that is for like a family.
You're going to spend that anyway. Going to Universal or Disney, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's a no-brainer. And again, couple that with the red hot deals. This is the time to become a DVC member. But then for all of you DVC members out there, so calling anybody who is an existing DVC member, obviously, if you've looked at the prices from, let's say, 10 years ago till now, you've seen that your contract has likely gone up in value, right? And so if you're saying, hey, I have all of a sudden, almost like a real estate property, I have all this equity in my contract. I owned, let's say, a Saratoga Springs and I bought it for $70 per point, and now it's selling for $110 per point. you've gained $40 per point equity. So like on a 100-point contract, that's $4,000.
Right.
So what Monera is going to be offering throughout late summer into fall is going to be their cash out refinance. And so basically you can take your contract and get whatever that current market value is and finance that contract and get cash immediately. So again, as we get into that holiday season, if you're saying, hey, I've got this contract, we want to free up some cash right now as we head into holiday season, you can take advantage of their cash out refinancing.
It's a great option. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So many great options.
Amazing. And yes, that Unlocked Magic community, if you haven't been involved in it, like you said, it's just the most stress-free, positive environment where people can ask any sort of DVC questions, and people are not going to jump on you and say, the answer's in the frequently asked questions, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, dummy. So here, the whole community will jump out and be able to help you and assist with posting pictures. It's just such a great place. So this just makes it even cooler. And that Unlocked Magic dining tool, the dining
gosh, that's
finder,
the best.
I just booked Space 220 for 2027. For me. I put in the request.
It went that far out, huh?
It went that far out.
We'll be lucky if it's around then.
God, they hate me.
Well, I will tell you, as we go around, one of the vacations that I'm hoping to do that I'm on the website probably like every couple of days is I'm trying to book a Disney cruise. I've had the bug.
You got it back.
Well, so basically, pre-COVID, my son wasn't old enough to do the kids club. And I really wanted to, if I was going to take a cruise with him, I wanted him to be old enough to do the kids club, which is 3 and up. And so he turned 3 right during kind of like that midst of all the COVID craziness. And then I was like, I don't want to cruise until all that gets figured out. And so we've reached that point where I feel like everything's smooth sailing now. It's much easier. And so now I'm itching to do a cruise. So I'm on the website every day looking for cruises. So if anybody else is out there like me looking for a cruise, I text my mom and my sister last night and I said, are you guys ready to go on a cruise with me? And they were like, sure. When are you going? And I'm like, I think November 6th.
And thankfully now your son is okay being on a boat with Mickey Mouse.
Well, now that he likes Mickey,
Now that he likes, thank God. That's an excellent point, right?
Beforehand,
You're trapped.
it so much.
Well, what has made it even worse is if you have been following Be Our Guest Vacations on Instagram, so that's at Be Our Guest Vacations, British is actually in Alaska this week.
Yes.
And so she's on an Alaska cruise. And I will tell you, from working on the cruise team, that was kind of like my highlight of the summer, especially as we're talking about it feeling like 115 degrees today. But every summer, that would be, I'd go at least 2 times, and you probably remember this too. And that would actually like help me survive the Orlando summers, because I would go, okay, I'm going to get 2 weeks in Alaska. I'm going to cool down, get cold weather, fresh air. Like there's something so nice about that.
There is. It's rejuvenating.
And so I'm following her on Instagram and watching all of her reels and stories, and I'm like, I
has a jacket on. Yeah. Not even a blazer, Derek. She's got an actual jacket on.
A real jacket, a beanie. Yeah. She's like cold on the deck, and I'm having full on FOMO.
Yeah.
And then just even watching those character interactions, because they're so different on the ships versus what you see in the parks. It's just, from working on the ships, I remember that side of it, and that was something very important to the entertainment cast at the time. And you can see they've never lost that side of it, and they have a lot of control with that, to where it's those really like sporadic meet and greets where you turn the corner and it's Thor right there, or you walk up the balcony and Mickey's just standing there to give you a hug. And so again, as I'm like, I think I'm in this nostalgic, like, these might be my last moments, and like, Caden still loves Mickey as of today, so I need to book a cruise. So that my long drawn out FOMO of cruising is that if you are looking to do a cruise and you're a DVC member, of course, we talked all about swapping points in our last episode, but if you're not swapping your points and you're just adding that on as a vacation, if you're like me and just saying, we just need to do another vacation in addition to what we're using our points for, head on over to the team at beourguestvacations.com. They are a fantastic team there. They do all of the planning for you, all the ins and outs, promotion monitoring, and that's a big one, especially for me being a Florida resident. So if I book something, and that's kind of been my fear, if I book it, then what happens if a Florida resident deal comes out 2 weeks later for the same cruise? They'll shift that.
They will. They keep an eye on that, so you don't have to keep an eye on any of the promotions. They'll keep an eye on that, and then you get that promotion. Yeah, it's really great.
It's huge. And just be careful, because once you do one cruise, if you've never done it, we always used to tell people, and we used to meet them on the ships, talking to them about Disney Vacation Club, and we'd ask them and say, well, we started off doing a 3-night, and that was too short.
Yep.
So then we did a 4-night on the Dream. Love that. Then we did a 7-night on the Disney Fantasy.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, they're on that, 3-month Panama Canal cruise going all the way through.
It's fabulous.
Yeah,
There's nothing like the Disney Cruise Line.
You'll love it.
Phenomenal.
It's the best.
But also make sure they just came out with a newsletter, the team at Be Our Guest Vacation. So make sure that you're heading over to their website, sign up. British, who is, of course, she's the new president there. She's been on our episode 2 episodes ago. She actually does a whole new segment called Ahoy British, which I love. So that's their YouTube channel. And she answers all of these random Disney Cruise Line questions. So head on over there, check it out. Lots of fun stuff happening there.
Lots of things happening. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was
Lots
like,
of
I don't know if we
opportunities,
have time this episode to have a guest, because
There's
every
so
single
much.
company has something big going on.
Yep.
Did we finish on time? Like I said,
Are we
it was going to
good?
be like a 30-some minute show, Jeff. Are we? Yeah, not bad, he says.
All right.
Yeah.
Best time ever.
Best time ever, is it?
We
Okay.
didn't have to film your stuff 37 times.
I knew somew you were going to throw me under the bus on that.
That's how much we love each other.
Oh,
So this was great.
sometimes
So-
I need another take.
This was a great show. So great to bring everybody up to speed on all the exciting things that are happening here at the World of DVC.
Yes.
So thank you to each and every one of you for watching episode number 28. We couldn't do it without you. So
Wait,
you
I have
guys
one last
are
thing.
the best.
Can I see that for just a second?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So on our second anniversary, I said I had gifts for you both. And then I forgot them at home, and then I kept repeatedly forgetting them. Well, then I think it was 2 shows ago. I think it was the British show. I remembered to bring it, and I put your gift, Derek, on my table.
Yeah.
And I missed my table, and it fell. And I texted Marissa, and I said, Derek's present just shattered. But Marissa's didn't. So
Yours was a coffee mug, which is why you have a paper.
it was a coffee. It was a
cup.
really cute coffee
Was
mug.
it really?
And it had Mickey on it, and it said, "Oh boy," how you always
Oh,
say that at
no
the end.
way.
Yes, I'll get you one. Don't worry. But this is from Marissa. This is the 100 years. I saw this for the 100 years coming out, and it's Tinkerbell. So finally, after this is our 2.5 year,
That goes perfect on your
celebration.
blazer.
On my blue blazer.
Perfect
Thank you,
on your
Kerri.
blazer.
You're welcome.
You're so thoughtful.
Sorry, Derek.
So no, not at all. So remember, everybody, next month's show, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that in the comments. Make sure you put in your comments any DVC questions that you're just kind of dying to know. It
Yep.
could be super in-depth.
Yeah.
It could be lighthearted and silly. We are going to be here with some amazing members from the World of DVC team here to answer all of those questions. So did we cover to send to the inbox too as
Oh,
well?
no.
Yeah.
And we're also
catch.
giving away that $100 gift card.
Yes.
So if you want to buy the 100th anniversary Tinkerbell pin, you can do that too.
That's not
Or-
for $100.
or the
but
Oh Boy
Or
mug.
buy me a new mug.
no. Sorry.
So make sure you email us info@worldofdvc.com, and we will be giving away that gift card to one lucky winner next episode.
All right.
Exciting.
So again,
Bye, guys.
there's only one last thing to do on this beautiful sweltering day here in
We have
Florida.
to go back out in the heat.
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for being the best audience in the whole entire world. And we will absolutely
We'll
see you real soon. Oh boy. Shh, my mug broke.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Please remove your headphones, step back into reality, have a magical day, and we'll see you real soon.